Hello everyone, and welcome back to another retrospective video. In this time around, I want to talk about a feature in Minecraft that's still around today compared to the other ones, and that is the language options. Specifically, the made-up languages like Upside Down English, or, well, Shakespearean English as well, technically it's well no, it was never a language that was actually ever spoken. It was just the language used in Shakespeare's plays, or at least a idea of it. And of course, don't forget pirate speak, or the king. Oh well, I'll save that one for later for you. But yeah, I forgot if the one which is one is actually like a normal language people speak or not. Of course, I don't remember every single goofy language, but the entire video just to document my favorite ones and just like so appreciation for this type of work, since this is something that that must be updated every single Minecraft update. Like, think about it, whenever something is added, they have to update every single language file, and that includes these Easter goofy languages. And for example, that something is working from my sector, I tried to pick up dots or crafting guns in the thing, and you see, it did not work. Let's try to be more pedantic. Let's go. I see soccer boxes is all upside down. So using the upside down language, but yeah. You can see there for saying that the thing called end compass was one I renamed is right side up because I renamed it. There's a fundamental difference between that and the actual language. Everything that is just baseline Minecraft, not edited by anything else, will be completely upside down in this language setting. But you know, this would work all really well if you're playing a mod that also made you upside down. Like, I think it was the up down all around mod. Like, if you were playing with this and with the upside down language setting, you could be properly Australian or something. But I think there's actually an Australian English setting anyway, and it's not upside down. But I mean, probably for the best, but at the same time, what a world. We also put us in a different text font entirely. That or it's just being upside down and flipped backwards. By the way, it is backwards because it's a axe, diamond instead of a diamond axe, so it's not just simply upside down. It's also flipped. And of course, the home compass isn't flipped because I was the one who named it. The same goes with the bow. But yeah, it's basically, if you don't want to make sure that someone can't cheat in your system, well, ignore commands like .give, that's just basically what I'm. But yeah, let's go to a real world, to a creative mode world actually, actually. You just go so off a lot better, if I think I mean. Also yes, the menu, if you don't remember, the menu is also affected. Difficulty names, anything that you can think of can be affected. As you see, enchantments, the tool sections, the sort bar, like, you're not sorting up anything with this. You're just not. Because an anvil is, because you can't write upside down text with an normal keyboard. You need to come pre-prepared for that. But of course, like I said, .give works perfectly fine. You can just get yourself in a case of it, or an anvil like so, and bada bing bada boom. While the command to give you something is upside down, but your name isn't, because like everything else that's player specific or player created, it's immune to the language effects. But I mean, yeah, it makes sense. Like, if you're a Spanish speaker messing with things, it won't just auto-translate your name. Especially if like, your name doesn't even make sense in other languages. Or does it make sense in your normal language? It's just one of those things. But yeah. Imagine if it's like this being like upside down, like turn on this language setting and that. It's like you have the true upside down Minecraft experience. The letters are are upside down. You be upside down. Gravity will be upside down. Mobs went sadly because unless you actively made the choice to dinner bone every mob in the game, which I mean technically it's possible with that pack. I mean, that was like, do that to every mob. Pick that up, down, all around, so you can be upside down. And yeah, right, you can use an anvil to rename rename it to remove a thing. But you also it is a way to gain these weird upside down levels. So instead of an iron sword, we have a sword, a sword knight or knight sword. And of course, we have the iron sword. I guess it'd be the drums. No. I don't know how to speak backwards and upside down. I can barely do weasel. Don't exactly do both. But yeah, now from a language that I don't think can be properly spoken by any normal person without some level of technology, to something that can be spoken by any person, but you'll sound stupid. And see, this is the first time I really changed the thing, since we have the difficulty settings that you saw. It feels like the frightful, and of course, Kingstone Sword. Yep, you can see its works, but also another thing of the nature of all this. Not every language setting changes every name, either intentionally or not. It just does not. The ones that do, you can definitely tell they do. So we don't have a heart. We still have a heart to see, but we have a snipper cell. We have pop, because first means stinks. It's not about cell same. But the Gwendol shell is specific. And of course, we have a heavy heart, not the same for the heavy core. And we have Worm's Breath. The chat interchange. Yeah, the Vanland key, the thing. Plus, we have Wild Kinship, Bane of Spell Likes, Course of Binding, oh, that's the same. The Thickness, Love Thing, Boundlessness, and that was it. And they renamed all of the spawn X to A's or whatever. Yeah, but that's right, Pig for the Pike for the Sevils. Grand. And of course, so that I don't know why I changed back to something else. Yeah, you can see all things. Peaceful, usual, hard. Oh yes, wait. We changed the new thing. It's the ocular field. The usual. How shall we have a play exemplary include in the mission? Okay, but I guess just showing you that. Okay, no, this is different. I think this is this. Shoot, now I don't know where I am. I think, was this actually the Shakespeare and that was English? Oh, was this English? I think this was English actually. Maybe I forget. You don't call because of the blues feel and the browns feel. I mean, eggs are eggs. That's a block of grass field compared to a block of a grass block. And of course we have the. I think they changed how the words. So I think you take that to. And of course we have a touch. Yeah, no, this is 6B, I believe. The Linebud Candle, Whitney, the White Will. Of course, these aren't changed because these are my personal effects. Don't know why I keep on clicking on that. But we have the Neptune's Heart, Atlas's Ink, Copper, yeah, it was English last time. This is Shakespearean. A block of what? A block of bamboo. The blocks are like all the same because that's how it goes. But I mean, yeah, sadly the English things, the gold is different. And yeah, it's like some of these languages, especially the ones that are really old, that's meant to mimic a one hot one. Yeah, it's like the one that goes like dialogue. Yeah, the last one was the English one for the owned witches. That was Shakespearean English. And now it's on to but I'll say the one that definitely has the most least effort put into it altogether. The one, the only Lolcat Kingdom of Cats language. So you know, this is the official language of the Cat Kingdom. If you ever played in that kingdom or a representative of this kingdom, you must play with this dialogue specifically. You have no other option. And you see, it makes everything dumb. I guess you have the kitty cat, the ocelot, the flying blue mob, Spoonik, the diamond axe, the wooden sword, the pointy rock, the golden sword, the netherite, the splishy sooty thing of it that makes you out and invincible, the crossbows, the bows, the diamond egg, the chocolate egg, the cold wet, the endor crystal, the dying totem, the roof armor, the super shiny roof ball, definitely the golden horse armor. And they don't keep the thing for everything. Because we have the thing and it's raining. Which also shows you another thing. Rain are off. Alright, so how you saw the animal one that the dialogue for this thing is changed. Here it is again. When we clear rain, the rains are off. When you start to rain, quiet rains are on. Thunder, by comparison, is the loud rains. But of course, we want to turn the rains off. So we don't have to worry about it anymore. But of course, just like iron, saddle, pack of water, and Netherite X, diamond. Yeah, it seems like some of those things like knows when I was doing this. Like a lot of times, the thing that gets changed least is actually the nuzzle, the proper nuzzle named items and named items like endstone or nuzzle, right? Like they'll change the prefix of the last part, but Nuzzlewhite itself or the nuzzle is not changed in these secret languages because I guess that will kind of brought up. And one of the other languages, I don't know if there are secret Easter egg languages for the Azor, for like Azor's written words, like, and like if you want to look at it like the like Japanese, for example, Nuzzlewhite, I guess the Nuzzlewhite level up, very important. But yeah, it's like if you want to go to the Japanese settings, like would there be like the Japanese equivalent to pirate speak or Shakespearean, or simply nah, you don't have any of that? I don't know. Don't eat that. Saturation and I can't see anything. Slick cat, firefall, bad kitten. But you know, the whole thing though. Bad kitten. I got something that I learned while I was going through it is lull, which is luck, which means the official name of the language is the Luck Cat Kingdom. Yeah, it's the lucky. It's basically the Luck Cat from the Kingdom of Cats. So the language is the Luck Cat or Lolcat. Fascinating how how you learn secret languages of it. Although it seems like cat is cat. Time Lord's buff too. For all your Doctor Who fans, by the way. You have that. You have the bunny cat. Yeah, it was a jump boost. Nautilus Cell. Of course, we have the most amount the end has ever been changed. Like the Endo Cat Box, the Endermite Enderman, the Mendin. And one thing. This is probably a language where if you sell it to someone, they would just die retiring how seriously on the naming scheme of items. And I think you can do this at any time since it's a base game feature that's still around to this day. Yeah, Prismarines. I guess some things are easier because you just like click this and be done. But yeah. But Slib. This is definitely, out of all the languages, I'll definitely call this one the most, like, outdated meme language. Sledgehammer, whatever that was. And of course we have Zoglin, Zombie. Like, you think of some of these, like, Whetstone Dust is just Whetstone Dust, but yeah, it's like, again, no example of that. It's like, the fact that you don't change the name of Whetstone Dust at all, you don't touch it at all compared to the cat box or things. It's like, you think that some of the later editions would be the ones that they missed, but no. They actually do still touch up on, give names to the future items as well. Of course, here's some of the other ones. Like, I remember correctly, Klingon is actually a language here, at least once was. I have no idea where it is or what it's actually called. So, sadly I can't show you that. Of course, we have the Happy's Gas Fun. Like, you still get the vibe from it all, but just like, wild to think about. And boy, they actually did change, like, something to me. It's not really shown in this video, but just like, when it comes to the pirate seas, I'll talk about it. It was a thing that I noticed when making this video. Of course, here's the last of the languages. Like, I don't know what that last language is, but I'm pretty sure someone speaks it. I assume it's a actual language and not a meme Easter egg language like Pirate Speak. The most important one for our not be mistaken for its original thing, Pirate Speak. The pirate language in full capital. And now here's where I say that basically made well, you see a lot of effort, a real amount of effort was put into all this. You have the captain's upgrade, the Voyager thing, of course the Talon ones are still the same. Mid-loyal Cannonball, Knockback 2, Tough, we have specs all the languages. It's Whetstone Powder, not to be mistaken for Whetstone Dust, and the Dispensers are cannons, so you know directly that these are for cannons, and Fireball charges, as I would show you, is named Cannonballs, which means you don't shoot bolts out of arrows out of bolts, I mean, out of a cannon. You shoot you shoot cannonballs, and of course, that's why it's completely changed to Blackbeard in this setting, which is an interesting choice since it shows that they are more than willing to change what something is called if it fits the vibe better, the heart of the JV zones. Because yeah, Cannonball. The fact that it's like you need a captain's upgrade to upgrade your diamond. Oh, I got it. Ingo's diamond still. Your diamond items to your Blackbeard's items. These are your handy dandy Nesbitt. No, this is Blackbeard stuff, and of course, as I'm saying, you had the proper way to use a cannonball, not a messed up cannonball that is cannon that is the dropper. No, the real true cannon. No, but from this now makes me realize something else that you'll see later. That's why something else was called that. But like, yeah. Shooting cannonballs out of your cannon. Truly grand journey. Of course I have to go douse all this to make sure that it doesn't break off the wall. I see, I haven't slept between the phantoms, or actually I have no idea what they're called. I don't think they're called phantoms actually. Let me go check real quick. Ah yes, the flying devil cackle flute. And that's something I'll point out. They weren't called cackle flutes originally, they were called wolf rolls. So you know, it's like, it shows me that they are more than willing to, that they are actually updating the names of these things and making it make more sense. I mean, I guess the greatest example is went from pirate to the Seven Seas. Like, you have your lingos, you have your good luck and the things, because even resource packs can have their names changed. But of course, we can go back to English, so we can mess with some features and stuff, so we don't have to try to remember what each thing was if we don't speak the language. But I don't know why you wouldn't learn how to speak the pirate language. It's the language of the Seven Seas, how can you? Of course, this is not what I want to show you for. After all, like I said, in vanilla Minecraft they update this a lot, but not so much in modded Minecraft. But it's not to say that modders don't, it's just that most modders don't. And the modders that do have fun with it. For as you see, this is a modded world. You can see by the mod screen and the modded screen where you have all the mods. And here you have basically a mod that I downloaded. It was yes, it was Balcoon's Weapon Legacy mod. Well, they decided to actually have the mod work with pirate speak. This meaning that it's one of the few mods in which actually decided to keep up with the secret languages. Of course, they did not do it for the other languages as pirate speak, from my understanding. But you see, it's no longer just a diamond halberd. No, it's a bejeweled halberd. And of course, those katanas aren't katanas anymore. They're handsome cutlasses. Yes, because I see the normal cutlass is also known as swords, not like than katanas. In fact, that one looks more handsome than the other. Of course, you have your ye olde gun, which is your blunderbuss, but of course, it is your classic pirate weapon, as shown by the likes of K. Rool, or Captain K. Rool. Of course, you have the cello turtle, because you know, the O is important for everything. And of course, we have the monkey, which is why I don't think. Why do they call the hand cannons cannons monkeys? But now looking back, I now know why. Of course, we have the musket of rusty cutlass. But yeah, it's like the reason why it's called the monkeys probably because the pencils are called cannons. So with that, it just kind of led to, I guess, cannons being called monkeys. What a weird thing to pick. It probably has some funny historical reference or something, I could probably guess, but it's neither here nor there. But yeah, I see we changed languages to the little cat kingdom, but while the seals and things that might be funny, the main things aren't. But of course, now it's time for the most important thing. The reason why I'm talking about languages is not just because I find them neat and cool, I mean, I do, but also because I want to do something a little special with them. After all, it's very rare that you see people, like, in general, play with the secret languages, and I want to change that. So then, after the like asides, this October I'm going to start a new series, and while the gameplay of it might be shoddy and of rather low quality, I'll want to join you. Do you guys want to join in the Pirate's Tale? But of course, I need a good skin. So So while that is my normal skin, for the duration of the Pirate's Tale, I'll be using this one I made. Does it look piratey enough for you? I hope. I guess I'm assuming it looks like pirate because of the iPads. Yeah, it's probably because of the iPads. But yeah. So yeah. Tune in this October when I start A Pirate's Tale. See you guys then.